ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Jonquel Jones and the Connecticut Sun on the floor last night in the WNBA against the Indiana Fever. Jones with 14 points in the first half. She finished up with a side-high 25 on 10 of 16 shooting from the field, 4 of 7 from behind the three-point arc. She also had 8 rebounds and 2 blocks in the Suns' 88-77 win at 2-0. Connecticut back on the court again on Friday on the road against the LA Sparks. FIBA, the governing body for basketball worldwide, providing more opportunities for countries like the Bahamas to get more games in. Our senior men will be back on the court later in the year.
Already qualified from February. We have qualified for the America's Cup, which is going to be taking place at home and away starting in November. We're just waiting for the draw that's going to take place in July for the Bahamas to know who we're going to be playing against in November and how the schedule is going to be set. So once that is set, we'll know who we'll be playing against, and the senior team will then come in effect for the remainder of this year and to try and qualify for the America's Cup, which will take us to the World Cup for next year.
The Providence Softball Association on the diamond last night. Let's check in with Kelsey Johnson.
It came down to who would commit the least amount of errors on Tuesday night, coupled by finding the strike zone. The Johnson Lady Truckers was forced to switch out pitchers in the first inning, bringing in Diva Burrows. The inventive Intelligence Lady Warriors swapped pitcher Melinda Bastian, moving her to second and putting Jeanette Hilton on the mound. But it didn't matter how many changes were made. The Lady Warriors fought through and won the lopsided game 17-6.
We have an issue right now. Well, not really an issue. It's just minor complications with our pitchers, and each one right now is really holding their weight. And we have one of our pitchers, she's away to school. She'll be back soon. But as long as we keep in and training and making sure that the team doesn't gather any runs on us, we can do what we have to do what we have to do.
We're trying to get more of the youths involved, but this is only our second game, and we hope that as we go along that we become more competitive. Tonight we didn't hit the ball as well as we did, and we started one of our younger pitchers. She got hit, ball hit back, and I think it took a nerve, and then as a result I think it just expanded from there, and they scored a number of runs.
The Lady Warriors jumped to an early lead, putting up 3 quick runs on the board in the first. Their bats would come alive in the third, racking in 8 runs, 6 of unforced errors. Burrows would try to calm her squad down, but she too was struggling from the mound.
Every team has their difficulty in terms of their pitching staff, and as long as you come out on your good game, it's a game for anybody could win at any given night.
The Johnson Lady Truckers are 0-2 on the season, having fallen to the Sunshine Auto Wildcats in the opening game in the league. Their head coach believes that their first game was their strongest and hopes to get back to their winning ways.
We had a good day of practice this week, but tonight, for some reason, I don't know whether it's because the girls got hit, they just didn't come around. The opening game, we did excellent. So it goes to show that you need consistency to be successful and playing softball.
Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
Well, the Bahamas National Trust staging a triathlon this Sunday, June 2nd, starting at Bonefish Pond National Park. We are joined tonight by coordinator Chantel Curtis and president of the Bahamas Triathlon Association, Dorian Roach. I guess the first thing I got to ask you guys is that normally I think, swim, bike, run. You guys have the bike and the run, but you guys are doing the swimming part. You're actually doing kayak and paddleboard.
Yes, we're doing kayaking and paddleboarding, and this is because the triathlon is going to be featured at Bonefish Pond, which is a great place for kayaking and paddleboarding, and so we decided to switch out the swimming for the kayaking and paddleboarding.
I got to ask you, I know I've read the flyer says you guys have a limited amount of kayaks. How many kayaks do you have? And I guess you want whoever has a kayak or paddleboard to bring their own out.
Yes. So we do have, as you mentioned, limited kayaks available. However, we still want people to register and come out, and so it will be a shared initiative. But if you do have a kayak or paddleboard, please bring it out.
And Dorian, actually, you're used to the regular triathlon. How is this going to be different for you guys? Because I know your association is going to get involved.
Right. So yeah, we're helping as an advisory role, and we're really excited about it because it gives our athletes a break from the normal swim, bike, run. You got the kayak in there now, which is very interested. And, you know, our association is just looking to grow the sport, and this is just another way to bring new athletes into our sport, and also for our athletes to have something different to do, to switch it up and not do the same old, same old. So we're excited about it. We've been working very closely, and I think we got a pretty good event going on.
Okay, and I just want you guys to give what the route's going to be. I know there's different categories. You have teams, individual, and there's kids and adults, right?
Yes. Yes, and so in terms of us having the triathlon, so the Bahamas National Trust, we were established in 1959. So this year is our 60th anniversary, and we wanted to do something fun and exciting to get people into our parks. So we decided to do a triathlon. And so the route includes the kayaking is going to be from our boardwalk over to one of the keys, which is roughly about 2 miles. Our biking route is going to be from Bonefish Pond to Bacardi Road and back. And our biking route is from Bonefish Pond to Primeval Forest, which is our second national park that is going to be featured on that day. And then our run, the 5K, will be from Bonefish Pond to Bacardi Road and back. And the kids' route will be slightly shorter.
Well, we want to thank the two of you for joining us here on the Bahamas Night, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
That is going to do it for sports. Stay tuned. Bahamas Night comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.